Yeah. Peter Attia said it the other day. He said, every day as a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old, you encounter little disruptions where you trip or something happens and then you catch yourself. There's a certain amount of, you're not paying attention, you stub your toe, you trip, or something happens, but you have enough strength and enough force to be able to generate immediately and enough balance to catch yourself. So throughout your 20s and 30s and 40s or whatever, you're able to overcome these little otherwise life-threatening mishaps that are all around us every day because your feet are strong enough, you have balance enough to withstand that. And if you do fall, you catch yourself and you don't break a wrist, you catch yourself, or maybe you roll or whatever when you're younger. As you get older, if you lose this ability to even recover from a trip, in other words, you don't have enough force production to be able to swing that right foot forward and stop yourself from tripping or falling, now you just fall. And you fall partly because of the lack of strength, partly because of the lack of ability to react quickly, partly because of loss of balance. And then you fall and you stick a wrist out. Now you break your wrist, or God forbid, you break a hip because you have osteopenia or you have osteoporosis, and that hip, which otherwise would have been perfectly fine as a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old, now it's broken. And then, now you're 65 or 70, and now you wind up at the hospital. And now you have a 25% chance of never being the same again. Well, I think it's a 25% chance of dying within 6 months and a 40 or 50% chance of never being the same again.